Yes, okay, blessed Sabbath, brethren. Yeah, grace and peace to everyone. Alright, so let's just quickly go ahead for a short bit of prayer. Alright? Our Heavenly Father, we thank you very much for thy grace and mercy today. On this thy holy Sabbath, bless us with understanding. Give us understanding minds that we recognize we serve the one true living God, the creator of heaven and earth, and that you have given us a great understanding of things that we can rebuff and refute all Satan's arguments, even the speculative field of false science, evolution. We really blessed with these things, O God, and recognize time is so late in Earth's history, and it requires us, above all things, to live sin-free. Help us, O God, to achieve all time sinfulness, Father. For in this regard, we will wait on our blessed Lord who will come in clouds of glory. Thank you very much, and grant us your mercies in Jesus' holy name. Amen. Amen. Right, okay, well, thank God for Brother David for this opportunity. You know, when I saw what Brother David was presenting, especially on genetics, I discussed certain things with him which we will get to a certain topic, and more so the enthusiasm that he has towards really refuting the false science. Of course, he has knowledge in those areas, and I remember Sister White particularly said that, you know, God will use us according to our abilities. So if you can't say 1 and 1 is 2, then God can't ask you to say 1 and 1 is. Remember the Apostle Paul, a man of great learning, and he had to dispense with his folly, but his intellectual capacity to learn and to appreciate knowledge, in the light of the truth he used, and was able to do a lot for God. So the great minds of this world has to reckon with the mind of God in human beings who spend their time to seek knowledge and to educate themselves. So in this regard, the Lord brother has that. And we have to be able to put that at the base of God. We know his history, we know where he comes from, and we know where he's going, okay? And that's the end of it all. So I just take this opportunity to present something here. The Genesis creation from light to genetics. Now this, I won't finish it today, I'm just doing an introduction. Right? Creator of heaven and earth, God made the 7th day. Sabbath, a defeat to evolutionary false science. So evolution is really not a science. It's a false science. And the sooner we come to understand that, the better. The arguments will be presented from 2 points. We have those who understand the false science, as how Brother David understands it, and expose the false science like what he's doing here. God help people. When I try to do it all of a it's no sense. But using the faith of Christ with science, I'm able to understand what is being said and what is being done. By introduction, these are just some words here. The introduction of the false science of evolution was in all intents of Satan's mind to attack the rightful truth of the creatorship of the one true God. Now that's the foundation of the lay to understand this whole thing with evolution, which we understand. As the world reached the time of the end, and when? The beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit. You ever wonder why God put bottomless pit? Yeah. But in Genesis chapter 1, darkness was upon the face of the deep. There was chaos and emptiness. But out of that abyss, God created proper order. You understand, brother? Out of that darkness and chaos, God created what? An order of creation. Amen. When you have the beast of the bottomless pit, chaos, destruction, when he ascends, all he creates is what? More destruction. So the aim of that beast is just to destroy everything that God has done. Okay, brethren? So the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit, that's colored beast with the names of what? Blasphemy. One of the names on that beast is evolutionary false science. You understand? So that colored beast has has a name written on it. Evolutionary what? False science. And many other blasphemous names. The king of the south began its attack. So just around that time, a great assault was made on the earth by Satan. But look what happened. Just then, the remnant church rose out of obscurity. So the end of the 1,060 years, 1798, birthed what? The beginning of the remnant church. Let's go to the Bible there quickly. Let's look at that. So we're trying to make this whole thing be understood in the light of Scripture. How the Bible presents everything.
That quote is your quote from Sister White.
From Sister White? It's amazing. It's amazing. Who gives Sister White her quotations? I asked you too. Who gives Sister White all her statements?
Revelation from God.
Good, that's a revelation from God.
That's all I want to do.
Amen, sister. It's song inspired, it was inspired after all. Right, so Revelation chapter 12. Alright? We just look at just one or two scriptures here. Okay, let's look at verse 7, right? Just a kind of a introduction. Right. It says here, and there was what? War in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that ancient serpent, what is ancient, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth what? The whole world. So this is a deception Satan has put on the whole. You understand, brethren? So we're looking at scriptures now in the light of this evolutionary false science. It is really Satan's mind, that false science, to attack the rightful truth of the creatorship of God. And man, what's he in heaven he's fighting? He is a creation. He beholds his creator and says, I'm like you. And God says, no, you can't be God with me. I am God alone. So here creation is seeking to do what? Be like God. So Satan began his evolutionary thinking. He began to imagine I can become, you understand? I'm ascending. Huh?
Species jumping. Because as a creation, wanted to be creator. That is evolution, where it was working from.
Right. So he made a jump in his mind, but he fell. Okay? Right, that's the point. Right? It goes on here. Right, he deceived the whole earth, the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So what we have on the earth is a mass amount of evil angels working great deceptions upon the face of the earth. So it's only obvious now, therefore, Lucifer will begin to use human beings not under the conviction, and here my words are use word conviction a lot, because conviction is not conversion, okay? So a man could be in the world, and you get a conviction about something, but later on you could reject that conviction. And you will see the whole idea about creation science is conviction on certain men. For a moment, even the hardcore so-called evolutionists, they get conviction because God is supreme, brethren. The issue about creation science shows the supreme God has control. So while Darwin wanted to think this, he will still say, even his deathbed, I oftentimes think, oh God, this baby like this God. He died saying a statement like that. Why? Conviction. You understand, brethren? You can't fight against the God of heaven. I'm quoting for but I'm going to have to get the exact quotation. I remember when I looked through my book, I said, no, which book I found that in after all. But I will find it by for next week's book. But in his deathbed, he made a statement identifying the Creator. Because in death, there's only one confrontation. You understand? Purpose of life. You couldn't say, oh, proton, or neutron, or electron, or atom. You understand? You have to come to the concept of confrontation with the true word of the God. So good. Let's go from there. I want to jump to the point of the, it says now, verse 13, and when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into a place where she is nourished for a time, half a time from the face of the serpent. And we know the time, half a time, 1 year, 2 years, half a year, redounds to how much? 1,260 days or 1,260 years. And when you start from 5:38, you end it. So just as the scarlet colored beast, the beast at the bottomless pit, the king of the south is doing it atrocities, the church, which was in obscurity and persecution, the Bible says, and the serpent cast out his mouth with water as a flood after the woman, verse 15, that she might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth met the woman, and the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth. Verse 17, and the dragon was brought with the woman, and went to make war with the what? Remnant of the seed, which keep the commandments of God, and have the testimony of Jesus. So just as the church is in obscurity, and it's coming to its end, the remnant church is actually born. Okay? Let's turn quickly to Revelation, Daniel chapter 12. It's very important that we see this, because you see, this is another way we have to work to help those creation scientists out there. You understand? All these great evangelicals who has given good evidence. How will you reach these people, brethren? These men are actually going to accept us on the law. So we have to twist the argument of creation science to make them recognize, if you believe in creation science, a Sunday law will never function here. Creation science shows the Sabbath. That's what we're going to present it to them. Okay, brethren? They will be shocked. They will recognize, do I really believe in God or not? You understand? So that's how we're going to have to shift the arguments, because everything will finally come to Sabbath keeping or Sunday exaltation. That's the final test. So we have to show that. This is what I'm saying. From genetics, the Genesis creation, from light to genetics, creator of heaven and earth, God made the 7-day Sabbath. Everything points to the Sabbath in the creation. Everything. When we come to genetics, you will see what God did to genetics to prove. Listen, I speak in even that I'm the creator. You see something now? Yeah.
Listen, Peter. Listen, Peter and Pleasant Sabbath, everybody. Right, I spent since Sabbath night coming down during the week, so we go back to all these things again. But what the conclusion that I came across already in 2004 is that this. One of it is that you're pushing textbook evolutionist theory or Darwinism or textbook evolution. One thing that I noticed, if you watch organic evolution and the perverted idea of microevolution, which is they call natural selection, right? What it is that I noticed is that first of all, what it is that I noticed is that an animal have a Z and a W, right? genome type chromosome, right? A human being, right? He have an X and a Y, male. X and an X, female, right? An insect he have a OX, right? And then after it have other insects that have a OZ, right? It have no way in its history we ever see a poison ivy. We never see, right? Like in a plant, like in a animal cell, right? You put a Z or a W within a man's X and a Y. You never see any kind of mutated kind of idea like that before. Or like a werewolf. We never saw anything like that. Even a chimera looking type of a man. Or a sphinx, right? And we never see a bacteria with a minus F within a human X, Y, which is a male, and you have a kind of bacterial looking man. And you get some kind of virus, a man walking around spelling virus. So he's a virus man. So the real thing is, what it is that I notice about Texodarwinism is ready to push bestiality, sodomy, atheism, and a whole set of different things, because they say a lot of things based on everything in our common ancestry. Right? Some ape man. So if that is the case, you have an ape a ZW, an ape don't have an XY or XX, he just have a ZW or a ZZ. We never see a man who have an X, a Z, or a W or a Y. Right? That is total confusion. When it is that I start to go back to these things, like I'm mad, but thinking, what are you trying to tell me? If it is I follow Darwin, I have to accept homosexuality, bestiality, I have to do things to the ground or to the earth. And then I was trying to make me out research, so that means I have to become an astrologer, right? Or I have to become a necromancer, or it is that I have to go to dead bones, right? To go and consult with the dead, while God is not a God of the dead, but he's a God of the living. I have to do a lot of spiritualistic things. So then it is, right, evolution, in a nutshell, is just pure and simply magic. The three laws, the law of contact, the law of similarity, the law of contagion. Right, I've got enough now, right? Right, so the law of contact. The law of contact is just you just saying, in dying, you shall not surely die. Voila, magic, you have an immortal soul. Then after all of a sudden, you eat a fruit of a knowledge of good and evil. Voila, you get a knowledge of good and evil. So that means that immortal soul have a knowledge of good and evil. So whatever works that you do, whatever environment that they come in contact with, whatever it is that you're doing, right? Voila! You become one like the God, right? So you become similar. And the contagiousness is you becoming one like the God. So all is one is all. Thus it loses a whole consciousness of morality, you lose a whole consciousness of gender, you lose a whole consciousness of who you is. So Brother Aaron, and Isaiah is Brother Isaiah. All sorts of things have to say, no, I am Brother Aaron. But then Brother Aaron asked me, how is that possible? I said, all is one and one is all. So that is the purpose of textbook evolutionist theories, or any kind of evolutionist theories. And that's why it is that, well, Brother Aaron helped me out, right, but no. Brother Aaron helped me out with that study from nursery. If it is so, we go back to again, you catch what evolution really is about. Okay? That is about it. Sorry for taking so long.
Okay. Alright, quickly, right, Kevin? So let's just skip Daniel 12 and let's go to Revelation 14 instead, right? I'm going to reach the 2 points because we couldn't find it. We'll continue more from this point. Right, so Revelation 14. So again, quickly, you recognize the development of the church. You have the remnant church coming to existence. Okay? And they nurtured after the obscurity of the papacy over the gospel. What happens next? Revelation 14, verse 6. It says, and I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the what? Everlasting gospel. To preach unto them that dwell on the earth. So the everlasting gospel is the gospel from the beginning to the end. You understand, brethren? Yes, everlasting from beginning to end. It means whatever God presented in the gospel to Adam, and whatever you say in the end, we understand that. So here we are called upon to understand all the arguments. And presenting that, here what the Bible tells us here. having the everlasting gospel, to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation, and kindred, and tongue, and people, saying with a loud voice, fear God, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come. And what? Worship him that made heaven and earth and sea and the so the remnant church coming out of obscurity, being nurtured to the rediscovery of the Sabbath light. Amen. And the full complete gospel. So the emphasis of the Sabbath light coming to the remnant church shows how they must refute evolutionary false science. Because the aim is to let the whole world know worship the Creator. So one of the things Satan is going to do, and I remember I was getting quotation, I was reading Madame Blavatsky's book, I think it would have been The Secret Doctrine, when she says this statement. She was talking about how she received light from the masters coming to her. And they told her, we shall have them speaking in symbols and formulas and numbers. Yeah. Could you imagine that? And she was way down in the 1700s. So way back then, 1800s exactly so. You understand? Way back then, the plot was laid to confuse people's concept about understanding creation and relates to God who created all things. Okay? So here we see the idea of the Sabbath. Thus, it is the Sabbath light that will prove the real origin and purpose of mankind on this earth, to the glory of Yahweh God. Right? Now I have here quickly a faith conviction of the Creator, the basis for creation science. You understand, brethren? Anyone who wants to begin to think about creation science, there is a conviction, a faith conviction. I'm not saying they have faith as justification, but a conviction, some lack about what comes to their mind and the reason. This is why prior to these wicked atheists, men like Newton and these guys, Christians, these were men who begin to think about God and begin to observe creation. This guy is Mendel, one of the first, is a monk. A monk. So a conviction about God, and they will reason certain things. But once you begin to do away with that conviction, you go off. Okay, brethren? So Hebrews 11:3 tells us, true faith be what? Understand. That's a faith conviction. That the words were framed by the word of God. So that the things which are seen do not made of things which do not appear. So if a person has to say creation came from an intelligent being, there is a conviction. You have to work there. I remember when I was in New York there, right in Brooklyn, a place called Borough Hall. Yeah. And there's this Nigerian guy preaching, Jesus is God, you have to believe this Savior. And he gave me a little card. And back when I some film gospel or something. So I was watching it now, and I began to give him the tracks I had about sinfulness and faith and things. A white guy came up there from the subway, and we need to talk to the guy, and the guy told him, see me, I'm an atheist. So he began to attack the man. He's an atheist here. Is there a God? You say so. You ever bounce your foot on board, oh God, and all these kind of wild ideas. So I watched the guy, I said, Lord, how can I reach this guy? The guy said, listen, that is your concept of God. You have insecurity. You understand? Look within yourself. I said, okay, I'll use that. I use that thought. I said, where you can get that concept from? So I said, excuse me here. I would like to give you a track. And the track is something to do with the divinity of Christ. You watch me. Oh, is Jesus God? Yes. You watch me. He said, no. I said, hold on. So I heard what you said a while ago. He said, yes. He said, I said, you said you are atheist, you don't believe in God. No. I said, for one reason. Consider it from this aspect. He said, what? Morality. You believe in morality, not so? He said, well, yes, things are morally right and morally wrong. I said, tell me, in all your life you have lived on the earth, you ever heard that Jesus Christ was a wicked, immoral sinner? He says no. Can you already unsee the argument? Then you watch me. I said he was sin-free. He is God in the flesh. Watch me. I said, yes, that's the reality of life. We are all confused about our moral failures. Look how depressed people are. So now he began to get conviction about himself. I said, consider Jesus. He is the morally most upright person. He is the sin-free example for mankind. And he provides the way for you to make it. Is it a good track? You understand? So it's not always science to defeat them. Morality is something they can't fight against. Not even Hillary Clinton can fight against that. Because you know how rotten she is, okay? She tried to come across looking nice. Right? So the point I'm telling you, brethren, faith, conviction is important. Because that's all that's going to save mankind in the end. To close off here, I'm going to quote Sister White. After these quotations, right? Sister White speaking. FLB is faith I live by, okay? She says, through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that things which were seen, from things which are seen, were not made of things which do appear. It is the word of God alone that gives to us an authentic account of the creation of our world. The theory that God did not create matter when he brought the world into existence is without foundation. In the formation of our world, God was not indebted to pre-existing matter, but to man's unaided reasoning, which means therefore a conviction of faith. Nature's teaching cannot but be what? Contradictory and what? Disappointing. So if you want to do the laws of science, observation, not so, you watch. Even Darwin, come and you're watching a finch, you're watching a, and you come with this crazy idea. How are you going to divert into that concept? There is some rejection of a condition of who? The Creator. You understand? So Sister White is showing therefore man's unaided reason, but to man's unaided reason, nature's teaching cannot but be contradictory and disappointing. Only the light of what? Revelation cannot be what? Be read. Through faith, we understand. So we have to have that understanding. Finally, she says again.
Just one moment. Here is the right identifying faith of revelation. Only the light of revelation can be revelation.
Through faith, we understand.
We understand. That shows that we are right when we say faith is the what?
Revelation. You understand, brethren? Yes.
Greetings, my brethren. Grace and peace. I just want to touch from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 14. The build will continue as we continue to build that brick on a brick, which states in the word of God. I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God doeth it, that men should fear before him.
Amen.
So then it boils down to obedience. Obedience is one of the key aspects which will take us to heaven. As we are heaven-bound, as we continue, let us all focus on these truths, on these revealed truths, the truths of the faith of Jesus Christ. Amen. As we embrace it, as we insert it within inside of us, as we continue marching on in Jesus' name.
Finally, quotation here. He says, manuscript 3, or letter 56, 1903. No amount of reasoning or explanation can tell the whys and wherefores of the creation of the world. Why this happened, when it happened, how it happened. You have to make it clear. You have to go through the revelation of God, reveal truth. It is to be understood by faith in the great creative power. By faith, and we must believe Means faith convince you when you accept the faith.
And then she showed that the faith causes you to what? To believe. See, that's why it's separate. If you read through her writings, you will see she uses it in the same way that we use it.
Exactly so. Right? So by faith, we must believe in the mighty, working, creative power of God through Jesus Christ. Then again she quotes, through faith we understand that the worlds are framed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. Right? That in brackets is obviously the editors. Right? And not present to the eyes. This is a matter that can be stated, but mere reasoning will never convince one of the truth of the statement. Okay? So you cannot just reason to know the things. It is knowledge of God. Some knowledge of God. And that's a personal experience. I mean, years, I'm talking about years ago, I was in the world with my brothers, and we were entertainers. And we were in a recording studio to make an album. And they come to interview us. I was very young at that time, my teenagers. And they said, okay, what do you have to say? And I sat down and I said, well, I like gardening, I like agriculture. And when I watch all the plants, all I can think about is God. After I finished, I had to shake my head. What did I say? My brothers watched me, they said, you say something good. And the woman asked me again, I could say nothing else. This thing came out of my mouth in a blot. And I can still remember it clear as day. And my mother heard it. I told my mother, she wasn't there. She watched me. She said, well, boy, I always know you have some kind of right work to do. I didn't know. And today, thank God. You see, you can't escape faith conviction, Reverend. When God wants to pierce that dark matter of the carnal mind with light, you can do what you want. Not even Lucifer could rebel against that. So, brethren, all creation scientists out there, they have to watch real faith come into them now. You'll pierce the arguments that will understand what they are doing. There's a foundation, and they have to understand the Sabbath life. Okay? So that you can be fortified to do this work. And brethren, there are people out there who really need to know Christ Jesus. And you and I have given a great privilege to do this work, and of course let's encourage dear brother, we know, as I said, we know where you come from, right? And that the grace of God has stuck fast to the faith. Yes, tests will come to all of us as to him, but I guess this will be a means of harnessing what God has given him to the glory of God. Amen. Right, so I will stop here and we'll continue. There's a lot of things to show, but not yet. Time is not permitted to go there. Right, so at this point of time, invite the church, let's bow our heads, close our eyes, and get into the proceedings of the day. Let's pray. Holy Father and God in heaven, we thank you very much that we understand you are the Creator. And Lord, where we have revealed truth in our heart, to be made sin-free, to be vindicated in the judgment, and to be resurrected and given immortality, we are going to live in a new earth. A new earth which you will actually create. So Father, you are the Creator forever. And we thank you that we can understand these things and appreciate your love. And let us vindicate your divine nature of love to this fallen world of darkness, especially in this evolutionary false science. Bless the church at large, give it encouragement that we will pursue this knowledge with accuracy of grace and convince those who are hard-hearted and rejected of the truth. Forgive us our sins which are many, God. And we also pray, remembering the sick among us, brethren who are sick. Remember Sister Juliet, grant grace and faith and stability. Sister Elizabeth in Delaware, USA. Give her courage to endure. Remember Brother Baron, who is lonely many times, and let us not forsake him because he is part of the faith and he has held steadfast to the truth. And many brethren who may have the different difficulties, we pray that they will turn to the light of grace and see Christ as the comforter and the healer and the one who knows all things and can help us with our problems. Help us this day that these things be done to your honor and glory. To Jesus Christ our Savior.